Roth conversions can have a lot of benefits, and what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for future tax-free growth. And some people will perform Roth conversions leading up to retirement. But is there any benefit to doing a Roth conversion if you are already retired? Well, my name is Keith Wilson, and I am a financial advisor helping people just like you with their retirement planning. And in this video, I'm going to give you some pretty compelling reasons why it may make sense to do a Roth conversion even if you are already retired. Lightning strikes and then you're gonna know my name. So you probably already know what a Roth conversion is, so I won't get into depth about that other than you're just moving money from your IRA, 401k into a Roth, pay taxes on the conversion amount, and then from there, the money in the Roth grows tax-free. And people that do this are trying to create an account that when they retire and withdraw from it, they don't pay tax. But, working with people that are already retired will ask me, Keith, is it too late to convert, and does it make sense to do it? Well, let's look at some reasons why it would make sense and reasons it would not make sense. Oh, and by the way, you may want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Look, I put a lot of content out there regarding Roth conversions that you may want to check out. So the Roth is all about taxes. And if you think taxes will be higher in the future, then by converting now at a lower tax rate, you could reduce your tax liability in the future. And right now, we are in a very low tax rate environment due to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. But that is set to expire, and if Congress doesn't act, it will revert back to the old rates. That means if you are in a 12% bracket, it will become 15%. 22% will increase to 25%. 24% will increase to 28%, and so on and so on. Some retirees are converting ahead of the possible tax increase. And this is important because at a certain age, a required minimum amount called RMD, required minimum distribution, that RMD must come out of your IRA, whether you want it or not, and you have to pay tax on it. Now, the age for that RMD has changed over the years, and for most people, it is going to be age 75. So, for example, let's say you're 64, you're retired, and you have $1 million in your IRA. Let's say it grows to $2 million when you are age 75. Well, your RMD at that point would be $81,300, and you have to withdraw it and pay tax on it at whatever the current tax rate is. By the way, the required minimum distribution is calculated by taking what the IRA balance was on December 31st of the previous year and dividing it by a life expectancy table put out by the IRS. And at age 75, the divisor is 24.6. And as you age, the amount you have to pull out will be more and more because life expectancy shortens. I'll put that table on the screen so you can take a look, maybe just, pause the video or take a screenshot to save it. That's why some retirees will convert before their RMD age hits to avoid having a high balance in their IRAs, because money in Roth accounts do not have a required minimum distribution. Another reason some retirees will do Roth conversions in retirement is for estate planning purposes. So by converting your IRA to a Roth and then leaving it to your heirs, they would inherit a tax-free account. And what you are doing is giving them an advanced gift by paying their future taxes now. Unlike inheriting an IRA, there would be no required minimum distributions on an inherited Roth. Your heirs would still have to liquidate within 10 years, but they could leave it in the Roth for that potential tax-free growth, then liquidate. So even though there are some benefits to convert to a Roth while you are retired, there are some things to consider first. One of which is if you are on Medicare or close to it, then you need to pay attention to what is called the income-related monthly adjustment amount. You see, if you make over a certain amount in income, then it could cause your Part B premium to increase. And I'll put that table on the screen for you. So be aware of how much you convert so as not to push you into a bracket where your Part B premiums would be higher. Another thing to consider is if you will be needing the money from the amount you convert relatively soon, you got to be aware there are 5-year holding periods on Roth conversions, which means you cannot withdraw any growth portion of the amount you convert without paying taxes on it. You can always pull out the amount you converted without paying taxes, but it would kind of defeat the purpose, which is, having that tax-free growth over time. Also, if you are under age 59 and a half, there would be a 10% penalty as well. So a lot to consider here when performing a Roth conversion in retirement. It may be a good idea for you, it may not be a good idea for you. I don't know, because I don't know your particular situation. It would be wise to get in front of your tax or financial advisor before attempting this strategy. And if we need to talk about it, check out the resources below to get in touch with me. Until then, we'll see you next time.
If I don't know any limitation.